back to the front burner, where all of today's hot topics are brought up to a boil. I'm your host, Dave Caduzzi. Quick recap for the people who are just joining us. Tonight, the topic is social control in relation to gay marriage. Is letting homosexuals have equal rights in regards to marriage going to destroy American society? With us tonight in studio is a group of senators who range from all different spectrums. Democratic Senator Elizabeth Williams, another Democrat giving us the left-wing viewpoint hailing from Connecticut, Senator Mary Oates. On the Republican side, joining us from Alabama, Senator Mike Sweeney. Finally, tonight we have a very special guest. You know her as last election's Republican vice presidential candidate. Now you can catch her on her own reality show, Sarah Palin's Alaska, Sunday nights at 9 on TLC, Sarah Palin. Sarah, does TLC still stand for the Learning Channel?
Well, you know, David, I love the Learning Channel because it's not filled with those liberal reporters who are just pulling down this station.
That's super. Thank you for all coming on the show. Senator Williams, I believe we left off with you.
So like I was saying before, what does this have to do with social control?
Because marriage has to be between a man and a woman, or else society will fall apart.
Exactly. Studies show that no society that has fully embraced homosexuality has lasted for more than, a few decades. So it's the death knell to this country. I honestly believe it is the biggest threat our nation has, even more so than terrorism and Islam, which I believe is a big threat. If you get cancer in your little toe, are you going to let it stay there? No. You're going to cut that toe off because the rest of you is going to get sick. Gay is the same as that. If you let gay just be in our country, it's going to spread to our youth, and then it's going to bring down our country.
That's nonsense. What societies have collapsed, and why have we not heard of them before? Homosexuality is becoming acceptable because people are realizing that it is not a choice, and people, no matter what their sexual orientation, deserve to be treated as people and not second-class citizens. Society is making it comfortable for them to live their lives without the lie. It's the death of the country. You know what else people said was the death of this country? Integration. That movement spread without destroying the world. Civil rights are civil rights, and it shouldn't matter what a person's race is or their sexual orientation. They still deserve to have those rights protected and honored.
But what about marriage? We need to protect the sanctity of marriage.
The sanctity of marriage, 50% of every marriage goes to divorce. That's a known fact. Marriage of the opposite sex, to me, is abused because it's come so easy and so natural. You can go to Vegas and get eloped in like 15 minutes of knowing the person. But yet, for the same-sex marriage, it's like outlawed. I don't understand that.
Exactly, and to me, if you really wanted to protect marriage, you'd be working to make divorce illegal and stop people from getting married. I think you are just trying to protect the status that comes with being married and don't really care about protecting the marriage itself.
What? I am working to protect a higher law. God's law. Do you want me to show you where it says that divorce and gay marriage is illegal?
Do you mean immoral?
Senators, please, we are not going to reach a decision on God and his laws here. That is not what we're here for. We are supposed to be discussing social control. Now, how does allowing homosexuals to have equal rights going to destroy our society?
The whole society is too hard to explain, so we should look at it on a smaller scale, like the military. The military stresses such martial virtues as courage, both physical and moral, a sense of honor and duty, discipline, a professional code of conduct, and loyalty. It places a premium on such factors as cohesion and morale. The glue of the military ethos is what the Greeks called philia. Friendship, comradeship, or brotherly love. Philia, the bond among disparate individuals who have nothing in common, but facing death and misery together, is a source of the unit cohesion that most research has shown to be critical to the battlefield success. Philia depends on fairness and the absence of favoritism. Favoritism and double standards are deadly to philia and its associated phenomena. Cohesion, morale, and discipline are absolutely critical to the success of military organization. The presence of open homosexuals in the closed confines of ships or military units open the possibility that eros, which unlike philia is sexual and therefore individual and exclusive, will be unleashed into the environment. Eros manifests itself as sexual competition, protectiveness, and favoritism, all of which undermine the non-sexual bonding essential to unit cohesion, good order, discipline, and morale.
Let me stop right there. Okay. As far as the military goes, the officials should have no problem with any homosexuals in the military because no one wants to go to the military. There's no reason for discrimination against homosexuals. I feel like if one person of any sexuality, any race, creed, or whatever wants to join the military because of their political views, they should. Simple as that. At the end of the day, they're fighting for the same cause.
And on top of that, this excuse was used before. It was used to prevent women from joining the armed forces. Has allowing women in brought down the whole system? No.
We might not have brought down the system, but surely it's added new stresses to the military. On the topic of new stresses, gay parents add stress to their children. People have been talking about children suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder because their parents are gay. If we're not going to think of our servicemen, please let us think of the children.
Unfortunately, many people are not aware of the 3 decades of research showing that children of gay or lesbian parents are just as mentally healthy as children with heterosexual parents, if not more so.
You betcha.
I'm sorry, Senators, but we're running out of time. Thank you all for joining us in studio. Quickly, I'd just like to add my 2 cents in regards to this controversial topic. You're never going to find equal ground. You always have people desperately trying to preserve the sanctity of marriage. However, in this day and age, we as a society ourselves, are we really honoring the Holy Sacrament? When we have shows such as Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire and Who Wants to Marry My Big, Fat, Obnoxious Brother, shouldn't we allow anyone to get married if they want to? That way we could all be as miserable as the rest, or that way they could all be as miserable as we married people are. I hope my wife isn't watching, but if history has taught me anything, she most likely isn't. I'd like to again thank my guests, Senators Williams, Oates, Palin, and Sweeney. Join us tomorrow when we are joined by Hal and Hank Steinbrenner. I'll be asking them why they're treating Derek Jeter like a second-rate player. Thank you, and good night.